What's up, YouTube boys and girls? Russ Navarro, Radical Customs. Um, I want to touch base with y'all after Christmas. During Christmas and in between, I done a Harbor Freight tool haul. I showed you a few things. I'm going to show you a few more things, things that I got on sale. The I got the 7-piece wrench set that has the ratcheting. It's old school, what I call old school. It's got the dial. I've been needing some wrenches like this. I took all mine to work, and I really like this particular set. Let me pull it out of here, and then it comes this way. Hopefully I won't spill it. It goes all the way up to 3/4. So you got 3/8, 7/16, half, 9/16, 5/8, and 11/16. I like the set. It was on sale for $99. I'm glad I bought it before Christmas. I went in there today and they do not have them in stock right now. They were all out, so I got the last one. I believe it's going to be a very good set in the standard. Like I said, you know, it's still chrome, 72 tooth. Yeah, I really think if you're looking for a set of wrenches, that's the way to go. That it's just one of them things that I needed a set. I may buy the metric set. They were also out of it, but it was like $129 for that set. I also had bought the metric and standard of these. These were $69. There's been a time or two working on a car that I could have used a wrench, and I've taken old wrench and heated it up and made my own, but I just like the way these feel in my hand. And like I said, I bought the metric and standard in this, so I can figure out how to put this stupid thing back in there. But overall, and I'll show you how it fits in the toolbox. They fit quite well. But here's the other set. There's the standard set, and the metrics always in the black blow molded cases. And then I bought the stubby set of the Icon. And I really use these a lot in the shop here. Once again, I took my better set to work and use it. Well, I wouldn't say it's better, but this has from, let me see here. One's falling down in there, but we have, if I can get this out of here, quarter, 5/16, 11/32, 3/8, 7/16, half, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, and 3/4. This set, like I said, I use it quite a bit. I really like it. It fits in the toolbox. I also bought the metric and standard, and I'll show you how it fits in my box. And for those of you who know me, I'm kind of anal about how things look in my box. So I really like the cases, blow molded cases, to where I know if something's missing or if it's out of place or whatever. The top of the box, that's another story. I have a bad habit of piling things on you know, on top of it, it goes to show around my shop, you'll see stuff piled here, there, and everywhere. But inside my boxes, I try to keep them as organized as I can. Let me pull you off here real quick, and I'll show you. That's my wrench drawer. A couple of them's out of place there. I'm trying to get this one reorganized. And then the one down below here is just a mess. I got to get it organized. This one is just a total disaster, but I want to try to get all these wrenches and things organized. I'm thinking about taking these out of the blow molded case because it takes up too much room, and it just really don't, this is not organized and I don't like it. You know, I have another wrench drawer in one of my other boxes that looks the same, and I just kind of want to get this organized. Some of these I'm going to go through and put them in a, I'm going to put them in a case, or my, what I call my, put you back on the tripod here, my junkyard tool bag. Keep it in the truck, and that way some of them will be out of there, and I can bring some of my other ones that I really need in here, that are the thin wrenches that work good for like alternators and things like that. But that's enough of that. I also had purchased the needle nose from Harbor Freight and the regular pliers. Haven't used them, either one. This one's adjustable. I hear a lot of good things about these. I've been needing another set of these. I've got the old school back when Harbor Freight had first opened, and this pair has been through heck and back. I used to have two pairs. One pair's at work. It's kind of, it got a little wet. Somebody washed down our tool carts one PM day, and I was kind of disappointed because I've been working on them, trying to get them. As you can see, they'll rust pretty quick, but hopefully these won't do that. I've needed a little bit shorter pair. This one's 11 inches. I've been needing a set of the longer nose, and like I said, this is my go-to pair here at the house. If I want to grab something or I can't get to something, I use these. And they've been pretty good for, I think at the time I give $8 or $9 for them, but they're the old Pittsburgh. So there's really nothing wrong with the Pittsburgh stuff, people. You know, I've had them for years. I've had Snap-on for years. I've had, you know, China Lock brand. So, you know, just get what you can afford, and yeah, just don't listen to the naysayers, basically. Also, I bought, and we'll see how they do, I've been needing some hose clamp pliers. I haven't even taken them out of the package. It's a 3-piece set, 3 different sizes. You got 3/8, half, and 3/4. I'll let you know, for a cheap set of pliers, 12 bucks. I don't think you can go wrong. What are you going to get hurt, and no more than I use them. I didn't need an expensive pair. If you did it every day, granted, I would say buy a better set, but no more than what I do, them will be just fine. I also had bought, if I can find them, the 8-piece set of, well, let me grab the package here. 8-piece set, you can put a socket on it or whatever, But I mainly got these for beating screwdrivers, prying screwdrivers. We all do it. But I really don't want to use my good snap-on screwdriver, you know, for prying and what have you. You know, I'm not going to get hurt. You know, I paid $12 for this 8-piece set. And I really don't think that I got hurt at all. They remind me of the old Klein hard-handled. I don't know if any of you ever had Klein or anybody. Also, I believe Snap-on had them too. But I like the old grip. I have busted a few of these in the past, but that's why you got this to hammer on. And like I said, for 12 bucks, I just thought, you know, hey, it's there. I'll just go ahead and get them. Another thing, and this wasn't at Harbor Freight. I didn't buy these at Harbor. I think I got it at, I want to say, give me a minute here, folks. Old age. I believe it was either Tractor Supply or Ace Hardware. I'm not real sure. But if you don't have a set of these, and once again, they were a cheaper set. I've been looking for a little bit more expensive set. I probably could have got on Amazon and looked for them, but it's an external, internal pipe thread. If you screw the threads up and you're having a hard time, this will break it loose. It tells you it'll fix broken pipe threads, plugs and fittings, multiple use, broken heater hoses, fittings, plumbing, HVAC. It goes on. It goes from 3/8, half, and 3/4. They are like an extractor. This set was, I think, $15. I don't remember. You might look on Amazon or whatever. I know Amazon does carry the PT stuff, and I may have got it cheaper there. I just seen it. There's always a chance, you know, I'm working on intake manifolds or whatever, and there's been times that I've had to take a grinder and grind it, and take a die grinder and cut it and get the hose barb out of a aluminum intake, and you got to be really, really careful, and then come back and chase the threads. You know, when I seen it, I was like, you know, don't have it. Probably need it, so I bought it. Like I said, 12, 15 bucks, I don't remember. But if you don't have a set of these, you probably ought to get a set because they'll always come in handy, and it's always going to be an inopportune time when you need it and you don't have it. So I just went ahead and grabbed a set of them. You know, what do I have to lose? I think that's all I have for this tool haul. I'm still straightening the box. I was thinking about doing, and you guys tell me if you'd be interested in seeing a updated toolbox tour. I've got 3 toolboxes here in the shop. I'm trying to organize. I've got one for my wiring stuff. I've got this one strictly for automotive and the stuff I use the most. I don't know if you can see it back here. I got the old school Husky. That's things about wore out. I did paint it that color, so you know, it is what it is. Some of the drawers and things are a little stiff. I've been trying to oil them and that, but mostly that's all my pry bars, some of my Craftsman stuff and that, and that's just where I store it all. Okay guys, this is not from Harbor Freight and that, but I just had got it in the mail, and I kind of want to go over it. I'll probably hear some comments and things on this. I've got this Milwaukee tool. I've been wanting one for a while. They were like over $200-300. I know a lot of people, there's been a lot of negative on the Milwaukee impact of the older ones come apart and stuff. I got this for $129, I believe it was. I think it's a refurbished one from Amazon. We're going to try it out and see how well it does. You know, if it don't work out, I'll send it back or I'll cut my losses. Once again, Milwaukee does not sponsor me for any of my tools and that. It'd be nice if them or DeWalt would sponsor me, but I'm not to that point, I don't guess. But for the money, $129, I've been wanting one. You know, I've got one here that I can't even use, if I can find it here, that's very, very disappointing. I've got a battery from Snap-on that's dead. I need to find a Snap-on dealer and see if he'll trade me out. This is about 6-7 years old, and I've got the impact probably laying around here somewhere that I can't even use. I do have a battery for it, but the other one I think is on the charger, and here's the impact. It's a little bit smaller, but you know, what good is an impact if you don't have a battery for it? A lot of complaints about this one is people say it comes apart, it don't torque them off. We'll just see going down. I'm not going to do it today. I've got a battery we'll put in it, and yeah, I think Milwaukee, I've got a drawer full of Milwaukee stuff, and I love the stuff to death. I've got the first impacts that come out, or wrenches come out. I use this a lot. I've got the bigger size, and if you notice, I've got an extension on it. Man, I can break things loose with it, back them out, and a lot of it I deal with old cars and things that you know, the fasteners and stuff are just, they're so hard to get loose. Sometimes I got to heat them up some kind. And this, I've had 7 years. I know it was one of the first ones that come out, and when I seen it, I told my wife I've got to have one. I have their stapler. I've got, just recently I bought the Milwaukee, this is an attachment I got from Amazon, and that sharpens my tungsten and stuff for my TIG welder. So, you know, Milwaukee does have good stuff. I've purchased every bit of Milwaukee stuff, but I really want to try this out and just see how well it does. Let me grab a battery. This is the red lithium ion 3.0 battery. Overall, I think it's going to do well. It don't smell like it's hot or anything like that. It does feel like it's got a lot of torque. I noticed with this extra battery on here, this thing is heavy. It's actually a little heavier than some of my impacts that I have. I don't know if I've got one down here or not, or if I took it to work. This is my Haas dog I go to. It's Air, Ingersoll Rand. I really like this a lot for the big dogs that I can't, get off. In weight comparison, they're about the same. It's just, I can take this to a salvage yard, or, if I'm going over to a buddy's house, I don't have to worry about if he's got air or not. Hopefully the battery and stuff, which I've got like 3 or 4 batteries I'd take charge, I can throw it in one of my tool bags and go, do whatever. So I'll let you know on this. But for $129, and once again, I do believe it's reconditioned for that price. But just the tool alone, I think I priced around, and it's, this is the older style Milwaukee. I think the fuel, you can get the whole kit for like, it's close to $500 for the battery charger, the battery, 2 batteries, I believe it is. It may be a little less, $3.99, I don't know. I just seen this one on there, and being my Snap-on's down for right now, I just decided to go ahead and grab this. I have plenty of batteries. So hopefully this will do. Get on Amazon and just check them out. And once again, Amazon's not sponsoring me. Milwaukee's not sponsoring me. This is money that's coming out of my pocket, and I just kind of wanted to share with you. And hopefully it's not going to come apart like everybody says. I don't have anything here in the shop right now that I can go out and, try it on lug nut wise or bolt wise. But if I was tearing down a motor or whatever, I'd probably go to this and just see how well it does. I think that's all I have for you today. Once again, the Milwaukee stuff, I think you can't go wrong on. I've got a lot of Milwaukee. I've got a lot of DeWalt. They don't sponsor me. I have Husky stuff. I have, a variety of tools in that. And I think for the DIY guy, or the guy that's got project in the shop, you kind of are limited, or not limited, but your funds are going more towards your project than your tools, but you still have to have the tools. I've got Miller, I've got the Harbor Freight welders, I've got Harbor Freight bandsaw I really like a lot. I've got a Milwaukee bandsaw that's, I need to get some parts for it, but I've used and abused it, and that's what I'm trying to say is if you're going to go out there and you're working on projects and things, you don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on tools that you're not going to use every day. I understand the mechanic that's out there doing this day in and day out. You have to have good tools. You got to rely on your tools. You can't, with the Snap-on, most shops have a guy that comes every week and you can trade them out. I don't have that option. I've got this dead battery from Snap-on, and now I got to try to find a way to send it in, or find a Snap-on guy running down the road or at a shop and stop in and see if he'll trade me out or whatever. And he may not. It's 7 years old. I don't know. But I've got a tool I can't use that I know I probably paid $500 or $600 for that Snap-on tool. When I owned my shop and that, it was great. He'd come every week. I could trade a tool out, and it was convenient for me because I didn't have to run the guy down. I didn't have to worry about running to a store, shutting my shop. And that's the main thing I do like about Snap-on, and that they came every week and that. But you have to take that into consideration when you buy that tool. If you move shops, you may have a different Snap-on rep. I don't know how that works. I'm just saying, if you get a Milwaukee, DeWalt, whatever, if you get it from a box store, from Amazon, you can actually send it back, get that tool back, hopefully in time that it's not going to create a problem for you if you're a mechanic in a shop. The DIY guy, you're going to have to understand it may be a few weeks or whatever before you get your tools. That's really all I have for you guys today. Hopefully this will help you out, kind of give you an idea on some of the stuff, you know, at Harbor Freight and things that you can buy. I am very up on the Icon tools. I really like, I think they're a better, don't get me wrong, the Pittsburgh are okay, but I would prefer buying the Icon stuff than any of the stuff at Harbor Freight. I've got their thermal welder. I've got a lot of different things that I've bought from them, power tool wise. I've got the metal cutting saw, a bandsaw, you know, and they've been very well. They're a good product. I've liked using them. They years back. So I'm just saying, don't go out and spend a whole lot of money on tools just to try to impress your buddies or whatever. And I see that a lot, that, you know, people try to downplay your tools or whatever. And you know, there's a certain point is, you know, where you have cheap ass tools and, you know, you have mediocre tools. I'm not going to tell you either way, you know, whether or not, you know, your tools are junk or whatever. If that's what you can afford, if that's what you want to spend, great. Your tools will do the same job my tools have. I'm just a little bit harder on things. And I think that's the moral of the story. You know, if you know you're hard on tools, you know you need a warranty on your tools, great, go out there and spend the money on it. If you're not going to use them that much and that, I don't see you spending, you know, $400 or $500 on tools that you're probably never going to use. I probably have double that or triple that or quadruple that in the money that I've spent on tools. I don't even want to go in to what I've spent, but I've done it over the years. I didn't buy them right away. And that's the other thing. You know, I'm a hobbyist. I love working on cars. I love, you know, my rat rod project. I love working on it. It's just one of them things that, you know, you got to know your limitations. You got to know where you're going to be. I've been a mechanic all my life, pretty much. I've not, you know, known anything different. I've gotten my hands dirty, and I guess that's the only thing I'm saying. If you know you're going to use them day in and day out, spend a little bit more money, or, you know, get a little bit better brand of tool. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully I didn't ramble a lot. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm still trying for 1,000. Excuse me. I am thinking about starting a second channel. I'll keep the tool channel and that, but the rat rod project, I want to kind of document the project and everything, and we'll go into that more in maybe another video. I'm going to end it here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed week, what's left of it, and God bless, and take care.